What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video here today from the TechCashHouse. As always, guys, hope all of you guys are having a great one. In today's video, I want to go ahead and cover a key piece of data that was just unveiled by some researchers and published on CCN. Now, this is something that's been known for a long time, but really, I think this version of it is condensed nicely. It does a good job of covering the details and the facts, okay, without any of the BS. This is really important to look at because it shows that some crazy stuff, and I mean absolutely crazy, okay, is about to happen with Bitcoin's price. We are looking at some amazing upside that's possibly more than 3 times more powerful than what we saw in 2017. So I'm talking prices of 60K and above easily. Okay, simply by examining one thing which involves human nature, trading practices, and new technologies. So it's basically, pretty exciting stuff. Now, before I go ahead and get right into that, I do want to discuss Bitcoin's current price just a little bit, kind of throw some numbers out there, look at what exactly we can expect, because Bitcoin's price as of right now at about noon on June 25th is making some good movements. Actually, this morning, crossed about $11,300, and so far today, I'm pretty impressed with how it's been doing. It's been doing pretty well, covering some hurdles, making some good, gaining some ground, I should say, and moving pretty well. So anyway, guys, with that being said, if you like the video, go ahead, drop it a like, do subscribe, and share with your buddies for more. Let's go ahead and take a look at what exactly, we need to kind of decipher this information and discuss the really next possible movements for Bitcoin's price. Very interesting stuff. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and take a look, and let's get things started. So going ahead and looking at the chart here for Bitcoin's price for today. Now, this is the 1 week outlook. I want to change it to about an hour or so, just so we can get a slightly better view. The price right now is at about $11,348, so about $11,350. Now, it did actually head slightly higher to about 11.4 just a little bit ago. It looks like it's come off slightly of that, come off of that high just a little bit. However, we are still trending upward. The current movement for today is 3.6% or so, give or take, which honestly speaking is pretty good, okay? That shows that the rally is still alive and well. And while we are still stuck between $11,000 and $12,000, to no one's surprise, we are heading in the right direction. We're absolutely gaining more ground. I think $13,000 is where I'm going to set my price prediction for the end of June. $15,000 probably by the first week of July wraps up. Or by the time that week wraps up. By the second week of July, we could be looking at $16,000, $17,000, and we are moving ahead. Things are looking nice, and really, this rally plays into a much more significant cycle that we can really see play out with another asset. Now, what is that asset? Well, let's go ahead and take a look. It is, of course, actually gold. Now, you might be saying, Mike, I thought you didn't like gold that much. I thought that you weren't a big fan of it. And, gold is all right. I don't think it's as valuable or as usable as Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. But gold on the whole has a similar performance history to Bitcoin. It's just a much longer, drawn-out history than Bitcoin has. Of course, gold has been used for a very long time and openly traded for a long time as well. Bitcoin is 10 years old, okay? So really, the movements happening in Bitcoin are happening at, orders of magnitude, in terms of quickness that gold never really experienced, okay? So it's moving very quickly, but the patterns that are developing between Bitcoin and gold are very much the same. Bitcoin is just doing what gold did at a much faster rate, okay? So let's go ahead and get a bit more info. So cryptocurrency investors have long harped on the myriad similarities between Bitcoin and gold. At a basic level, the two assets are considered as vehicles for the storage of value. Additionally, both are interchangeable and divisible. Most importantly, Bitcoin and gold have limited supply, a property that makes both assets attractive to investors and speculators. Okay, very important to consider. They have limited supply. However, more gold can always be mined. Bitcoin is sitting at a maximum cap of 21 million, which is really pretty low. Recently, a popular cryptocurrency trader revealed a far more striking similarity between the two assets, a similarity that derives purely from the human psychology and bodes insanely well for the current Bitcoin price boom. In other words, it portends some very good growth in the future. And, continuing on, this gold price chart is ridiculously bullish for Bitcoin. So we're actually going to take a look at some charts and see just how they line up. So King Kobe, posted an image in a tweet that illustrates the massive resemblances between the price charts of gold and Bitcoin. The similarity is so obvious that the pseudonymous analyst, whose account has accrued more than 160,000 followers since its creation during the 2013 bubble, so quite a while ago, only needed to write "Sir" as the caption, okay? So from the perspective of a technical analyst, the similarity is absolutely undeniable, okay? We can look here and see that gold, and Bitcoin have followed very similar trends. Now, Bitcoin, of course, here is a weekly chart because it's so young. Gold here is a monthly chart because it's much older. But when you look at this, the resemblance is shocking, okay? It's simply, even the peaks match up. It's pretty incredible to see, okay? So we had a massive rally and then a dip, a major correction, and then another rally, dip, rally, dip, rally. And now we are coming off of a major dip, a major correction, to head upward for a massive rally. So look, this is Bitcoin's most recent rally. This is what gold did, okay? The charts so far are extremely similar, and they are like this because of human psychology, because of market trading sentiment, okay? When things happen in terms of momentum, people follow similar trends, all right? People act in predictable ways when it comes to trading. So look at this massive upside potential and look at where we're sitting right now. The charts could play out almost exactly the same. This chart, like I said, is weekly. This is monthly. So Bitcoin took gold took much longer to do what Bitcoin is doing now, which is really cool to see. That's an undeniable similarity, okay? Look at the similarities between these two charts. They line up so well. It's crazy, okay? It is absolutely nuts. Now, this is something that has, like I said, been examined before. This is not really a new concept, but it is good to reiterate, especially now that we are seeing another rally appear. Because up until this point, starting right here, the charts were similar, okay, but not similarly, not similar to the degree that we really like to see between rallies. Rallies are what really excite us, okay? And seeing this massive rally here with gold and this new rally beginning with Bitcoin, that is what makes this so interesting, okay? So one key difference between the two charts is the time frame. Like I said, the trader tweeted gold's monthly chart, well, it was the daily chart for the leading crypto, so I guess it was daily. I did just look at a weekly chart on eToro, and it looked very similar, so my apologies for that. It was, in fact, daily, which just shows how quickly this has, come to be, which is very impressive, even more impressive than weekly. And there's a simple reason for this, as another user noted. The process appears to be expedited for Bitcoin due to technological advancements. So Cantor and Clark said on Twitter, human behavior mapped on a chart, expedited at an exponential rate as the result of increased capabilities through advances in technology, okay? And you can see a major trend line developing here, absolutely massive, and the correlation here is just uncanny, okay? This is pretty much a perfect correlation, which is awesome, absolutely awesome to see. So the crucial question is, where is Bitcoin right now? Now, you guys kind of know because I just talked about that in terms of the price. You can see it right here, trending upward toward about 11.4 now. Very exciting. Okay, now we are looking at some really good growth. This is good, okay? This is what I really like to see. Okay, so definitely, I think expect 11.5 soon. Once 11.4 is crossed, I think 11.5 will be pretty quick, okay? So anyway, let's get back to this, okay? Enough excitement from the chart, okay? So we are putting stock in the resemblance between the two charts because human behavior, especially with trading and making money, okay, tends to be predictable. My computer just made a noise also, I apologize for that. One of the tenets of technical analysis is that history repeats itself. Thus, if you see similar patterns from two different assets, it is highly likely that these assets will have the same end result. Highly likely. So we are looking toward an awesome growth cycle. This begs the question, where is Bitcoin right now compared to gold's market cycle? Now, to answer that question, we have to look at gold's two key resistance levels before it became massively parabolic. The first one was around $500, and the second was a previous all-time high around $700 that was established, actually quite a while back. It was established actually in about 1980, so really a long time. Bitcoin is doing that much more quickly, of course. So if we compare the $500 resistance of gold to that of Bitcoin, we see the wall between $10,400 to $11,600. Guess what? Where we've been stuck for a couple of days now, as the last major resistance that prevents the cryptocurrency from reaching its new all-time high. Should the king of cryptocurrencies take out that price area, there's very little that can stop it from climbing to as high as 20 grand, and I think well above, okay? I think $20,000 right now is honestly looking a bit conservative, okay? Which is kind of crazy to think about. But really, 20K isn't all that high, so break this wall and we moon. That is a great statement there. I love to see that. Okay, so following gold's price action, once Bitcoin is above 20 grand, we can expect a significant retracement to retest and convert the previous resistance into support. So in other words, those resistance lines become lines of support, lines that we will probably not fall below unless something major happens. Once the process of cementing 20 grand as a new support is complete, it's clear skies for the leading cryptocurrency. Technically speaking, anyway, okay? There's no telling how high it can go since there's no more resistance above 20 grand, okay? At least not right now. There's no definitive resistance, but of course resistance will appear. It will crop up. That's just how things go. The asset's most rabid proponents are predicting that the cryptocurrency can rise as high as $1 million. At that point, Bitcoin will have a $20 trillion market cap, okay, which is almost 3 times the current market cap of gold at 7.5 trillion, which would be absolutely awesome and something that we definitely could see. So anyway, guys, if psychology in trading tells us anything, if these charts tell us anything, they really tell us that we are heading towards something amazing. Okay, after 12 grand, I'm expecting to see some serious movement. Like I said, the price right now is doing well. We are gaining momentum, and I think that by the time that you're watching this, the price will likely be much higher. We'll have to see just how high it goes, but things are really looking good. So anyway, guys, that is my take on this info. As always, let me know what all of you think about this. And yeah, anyway, folks, I will see all of you in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Have a great one.